Welcome so much for joining us today. It's another edition of Introducing the Podcast. Boop, boop, boop. And I just want to give a special shout out right now to my Instagram people who are on live. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm on live on Instagram right now. So if you are on Instagram, you can follow me over at Smart Video Girl. I'm going to put that up there for y'all so y'all can go on over there. And if you're already there, hey guys, how y'all doing? If you're over here on Instagram and you want to see what I'm talking about, jump on over to Only Greatness Media Production on YouTube and you can catch the production of Introducing the Podcast. So I'm going to stay on a little bit right here for y'all today. Today's topic is all about gratitude. All right, so hey sis, hey, y'all come on in. It's gonna be a show today. I'm so excited. And for those who do not know, this is gonna be just me. It's gonna be me today. Y'all gonna have the pleasure of speaking with me, and I'm gonna have the pleasure of speaking with you. But what I do want you to do today is to interact with me, because today's show is about gratitude. It's all about an attitude of gratitude. Okay, that's what today's show is all about. And I'm just going to say this. So I always have people on my show. I bring you new people, new things, and new ways of thinking. Okay, but I realize that sometimes I need to get in there and I just need to have a show where I come and I talk to you guys by myself. So I will be doing that after every cycle of 9. I will be the show. So every show that equals a 1 for the new beginnings, that will be the show that I will be on by myself. And so this is episode 10, and therefore I am on Solo Della. So I appreciate you all for being here with me. And again, today's show is all about an attitude of gratitude. So if you are here, first and foremost, I would like to say thank you. I want you to know that I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you logging in. I appreciate you remembering at 7 o'clock. Smart Video Girl is about to do her thing. So I appreciate you tuning in. That is me showing appreciation to you. Now, before we get started, I have a very cute video I'm going to show you guys. I do something with my kids every day. And it's just a gratitude. I want them to remember to be grateful. So here's a little clip, you guys can check it out, of my children doing their daily gratitude. So check it out. I hope you like it. And I'll be right back. Okay, what time is it?
It's grateful time.
Okay, so Giovanna, what are you grateful for?
Daddy.
Okay, Elijah, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for French fries,
Uh-huh.
shrimp,
Uh-huh.
and food.
All right. Okay, good.
Okay, 2 more.
And Giovanna, what are you grateful for? Giovanna.
I got that. Okay, what are you thankful for?
And what else? TT, and what else? Me? I love you too. That is it right there. That is it right there, you guys. I just wanted to give you a little insight. Every single day, I do a gratitude with my children. I get them involved in the practice of practicing gratitude. And we're going to get into that a little bit later as to why I do that and how I do that. I incorporate gratitude into my morning routine. And I have learned to incorporate gratitude into everything that I do. So if you know me, then you know that I've been known as the princess of positivity for a very long time. And it wasn't just about giving thanks before that. It was just always having a positive mindset. But I realized that even in the positivity, you still have to give thanks because there's those are two different things. Okay, so we're going to talk about that today. How do you maintain an attitude of gratitude? Why is it important to be grateful and to express that gratitude? Okay, all right, and then how can we do that on a regular basis? Okay, why is it important? What is that? What does that look like? And how can we do that on a regular basis? How can we start to just carry an attitude of gratitude and wear it like the drawers you wear at night? Okay. I'm just saying. That's what we're going to do. So I really do want to I want you guys to tell me, put it in the chat. What are you grateful for today? Tell me what you are grateful four. Okay. All right. So before we get too far into it again, as always, I would like to shout out all the sponsors and people who support the show and do so many great things. First and foremost, I do want to say that I started today, along with my good friends El Boogie and Carib. We joined the Time to Thrive Challenge. Okay, I think it's still time for you to sign up. You can sign up and participate and join in. We just finished day one today, and it was with Tony Robinson. If you know, then you know, and if you don't, then you don't. Okay, but it was definitely inspiring. It was definitely um, inspiring, and I'm just going to leave it right there. Sometimes less is more. So it was very inspiring. It was very great to hear the perspectives of some of the great legends. Like I personally never been to a Tony Robbins event. I've heard a lot of people that I listen to who have been to Tony Robbins events, but I've never personally um, been to any of his things. And he's been doing this work for 45 plus years. So shout out to, he was a phenomenal speaker. I totally get everything that I was hearing some of my other coaches, my personal development coaches say. I was hearing him say that, and they always quote him. So I was like, okay, I get it, Tony. So if you do have time, make sure you do go on over, join us for the Time to Thrive Challenge. I promise you, it'll be worth your time. We want you to show up. We want you to be fully engaged. But even if you could just tune in and listen while you're driving or while you're riding, it's definitely, I promise you, it'll be beneficial. Promise you, promise you, promise you. All right. Secondly, I would like to give a special shout out and a special thank you to Wow Radio. Okay, if you have not already, make sure you tune in to Wow Radio on Mondays at 9 a.m. All right, 9 a.m. where we rebroadcast all of the shows. So if you missed any of the first, right now, 4 episodes, you can go back and check them all out while on Wow Radio. It's on Spreaker, it's on iHeart. Trust me, we're in a lot of places. So these are some of the things. This is one of the reasons why I took the time out to talk about attitude of gratitude, because I am grateful for the opportunities and the doors that have opened up for me from doing this podcast. Like I said, this is episode 10. And when I decided to do this 10 weeks ago, it was something in me that said, well, 11 weeks ago. When I decided to do this 11 weeks ago, something that said, just do it. And I shared the story in the first episode that I made a decision that I was going to do this podcast. I've been doing this type of work for years, and something just never clicked in my mind that this is something I needed to do for myself. And so, as I've been going through this process, as I've been building up the podcast, as I've been presenting um, new people and new things and new ways of thinking to you all, I have been growing within myself. And I thank the podcast for being like the stability in my life. Like honestly, the truth be told, and what inspired me is the fact that I have viewers who tune in regularly. I have people who sponsor, who out the woodwork regularly for no, and this it's little effort. And these are the things that when you are in the flow, when you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, this is the type of things that will happen. You will be in the flow. The people will be attracted to you. The ideas will be attracted to you. So I'm not really working hard at this podcast, and I mean, maybe not. I shouldn't say that, but the truth of the matter is, I'm not really working hard at it in the sense where it's not work. I enjoy doing this and I enjoy sharing information, and I enjoy being able to be a platform in order to share the information and the knowledge that I have as well as the people that I come across. So there it is. So again, like I was saying, please make sure you put in the chat what you are grateful for. Today's topic is the attitude of gratitude, and I will share your comments. And I'm going to share this comment right here from Miss Tape Heck 005. She said, I am grateful for the times when it's hard to see the beauty. God shows me something that defines the meaning of the word. Mm. I am grateful for the times when it is hard to see the beauty. God shows me something that defines the meaning of the word. Let me tell you something. Thank you for sharing that. You, you are grateful for the times that God is showing you his power. And so we're thanking him for that. Thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate you. And we're gonna meditate. I'm gonna hold that there for you because we all know we can all relate to this to this message right here. It is the fact that you are grateful in the hard times. Okay, the attitude, hello, of what? Gratitude. Hello, yes, that's what we're talking about. The attitude of gratitude is something that has to be maintained even in the face of adversity. I mean, even so much in the face of adversity, even more so much in the face of adversity than in those times when things are good. Because we have to, the development of an attitude of gratitude is like a muscle. You have to build that up. And so thank you for that being a a great example. Like my kids, they gave examples of like French fries. For instance, Elijah. Let's talk about Elijah. He was French fries. He loves French fries. He loves fried shrimp and he loves food. So he's grateful for these things. Now, granted, we're grateful. I'm grateful for those too. I'm grateful that I'm able to provide those for him. Those are the things that make him happy internally as far as food is concerned. And what I want him to do and what I'm trying to instill in my kids with this practice of what are you grateful for and not putting any limitations on it. I never tell them, oh, you can't be grateful for that. It doesn't matter. They can tell me they're grateful for the paint on the wall, and I will accept that. And because who am I to tell them what they should and should not be grateful for? I'm just saying. So with the practice of being grateful for any and everything, they can start to see the light in different situations. And that's what I want them to do. And they know what time it is. This is something that we have been practicing daily, and I think I mentioned it to you guys before, but something that we have been practicing daily. And um, I love to see the fact that they expand their minds. Sometimes they play with it, they have fun with it, and I have fun with it too. And it helps me think outside the box too of what can I be grateful for besides what people always say. I'm grateful for waking up this morning, and I'm grateful for, and we should be grateful for these things. But what are the little things that we can be grateful for? And I think kids help you see that. Okay. Kids help you see that. So again, put in the chat, tell me what you are grateful for, and we can talk about it. I really do love that. Thank you, Tay, for sharing what you are grateful for here today on introducing when we're talking about an attitude of what? Gratitude. All right. So KMG says words have meaning and they hold power. Mm. This is facts, and this is why you have to express. This is one of the reasons why I feel you should express gratitude verbally. Is so that you can speak that power. So I appreciate that. Again, attitude of gratitude. I always in the morning I start gratitude is part of my morning routine. I wake up and I do my best. I write out a page every day of what I'm grateful for, and I just go, 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 go. And I capture again the spirit of the kids. You know, what can I be grateful for? I am grateful for the lead in this pencil that is allowing me to write. I am grateful for the awareness that there is an issue. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? Okay. Be grateful for the little things in life. All right. So I'm going to continue to thank my sponsors again. This show is all about an attitude of gratitude, and I want to make sure that I let everybody know how much I love my people. So we have a brand new sponsor. We have a brand new sponsor. And this, oh my God, I had so much fun today. The brand new sponsor is Love Your Selfie Museum. Oh my gosh. Guys, look at me. I'm so cute. I went to the Love Yourself Museum today. Love Your Selfie Museum today. It is in Hillcrest Heights, Maryland. 3405 Benita Street, Suite 201, Hillcrest Heights, Maryland. Oh my gosh, guys, they had so many different. It's dope for events. I had a great time. I'm going to be sharing some of those photos and things later. So if you would like to reach out to me, if you want to do an event there, let me know. I can hook you up. Hook you up with my friends over there at Love Your Selfie Museum, Hillcrest Heights. Thank you so much to my partners, the Thompsons over there, Kevin and Shelby, for reaching out to me and supporting what I do here. I love what you guys are doing there. I love the vision that you have. I see it is great, and I really do appreciate you in sponsoring the broadcast and my podcast. So keep a lookout. You never know. We might be popping up and doing a live over at the Love Yourself Museum. It's going to be a whole party, y'all. I hope my event planner is watching and has her wheel spinning. She knows who she is. Okay. So attitude of gratitude, we are sharing what we are grateful for. And KMG's Kaleidoscope, I like that name by the way, says, I am grateful for all the upcoming lessons that life has in store for all of us. Okay. Okay. All right. I love it. So you're grateful. This is another, my gosh, appreciate you guys today. I can't make these things up. Spirit leads the way. Spirit absolutely leads the way, and I have to thank Spirit for being here and being present in this podcast and in my life all the time. So thank you again for this comment. I am grateful for all the upcoming lessons that life has in store for all of us. And what I will say about this is you are being grateful for things that have yet to come. That is something that a lot of people do not grasp the understanding and the power of. If you can be grateful, hear me now. I want you to, don't forget, I hope y'all, I know I didn't say it because it's just me, but I'm still going to be dropping nuggets. So you need your pen and your paper. You have, what you're displaying here is the ability to be grateful for something that has yet to happen. What? What? People talk about faith. You talk about faith, and faith is, the believing of things, of something's unknown. Faith is, belief in something that you can't see. So that's just believing it. But to be grateful, to have a spirit of gratefulness, a spirit of gratitude, an attitude of gratitude for something that you do not have yet is a whole nother superpower. That is a power that most people do not understand. Because what that does is it goes into a builds upon the law of attraction about what you think about, you bring about. Okay. This invokes a feeling. Gratitude invokes a feeling within you that gives that again is that vibration, y'all. It's that vibration. The gratitude exhibits a vibration within you that will allow whatever that positive thought is or negative thought, let's be clear, whatever that thought is to resonate, and it attracts it even more. That's what that real attraction is. So when they say get in the spirit of it, and when you feel it, you are feeling grateful for something that you do not have yet because you know it is on the way. You will know that you are singling that vibration, that thing to you through the vibration of that good vibration that is coming to you. You already are grateful for it. That is a blessing. That is awesome. That is what you say now. Tay said that's trust him. Yes, that is trust. That is trust. That's beyond faith almost. Because you get. So yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. Oh, you guys are bringing me joy, 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 joy down in my heart. And give me joy, 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 joy down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. So anyway, I get very excited. I love, 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 love talking about stuff like this. All right. So again, the sponsors. I'm gonna go back to my sponsors. Let's see here. We have some beautiful artwork. Don't forget to check it out. Introducing the Stroke of Art. Follow Stroke of Art Montressa so that you can get any of this beautiful artwork. I'm telling you, it is fabulous. Okay, and I'm working with some things with artists. So if you are an artist, if you do have work, interpret anything that you do. I mean, again, I had a show. It's called Eye of the Beholder. I suggest you all go check that one out with Mr. Frank Hardy. And look at what that art is. A beautiful thing. Art is an interpretation of what is to be seen. Art is a language. You know what I'm saying? So I am grateful for all the artists out there. So if you are an artist, if you have art that you like to share, please send it on over here. Send it on over here, and we will share it on the show. All right. So let's get into some nitty gritty stuff. Like I said, today's show, we're talking about the attitude of gratitude. And we're talking about what the attitude of gratitude is, why it's important, and how you can maintain it. Okay. All right. So we kind of talked about what it was. So real quick, here we go. Sorry, you guys know I got my brain be all over the place. I'm a very smart person. My brain works very fast. All right. So don't forget to go on over to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And that's another thing. Can I just say how grateful I am for all of the subscribers? For all of the new subscribers, for everybody who has hit the subscribe button, have hit the bell notification so that you know exactly when we come live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. But you don't need the notification because you already know, but you just like the notification just because you forget. I appreciate you guys. I really do appreciate you. And again, it keeps me inspired because what I'm realizing is that somebody is listening and somebody is hearing the words that I'm saying. So we're going to be real transparent on this show tonight because if I'm being honest with you all, when I was thinking about what the show was going to be, it was going to be something else before. It was going to be called Know Thyself because I've been doing a lot of work on myself. Okay, I've been doing a lot of growth in the last 10 weeks, finding out some new different things, meeting some new people, making some new connections, and broadening my own horizons. But then I decided that something clicked and was like, you know what? Attitude of gratitude. We're going to do the attitude of gratitude. And let me tell you why I decided to do that. First of all, because Spirit said you need to change it. You just need to change it. It needs to be attitude of gratitude. So I just be listening. And so I changed it to attitude of gratitude. But the truth of the matter is, the last couple of days have been hard for me, in the sense of what life. If I'm being honest, life, life, life is. Well, let's go back 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks have been kind of rough, and I was like, oh Lord, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to do? Because things have gotten kind of hectic for me, and so I was like, I'm just going to be grateful. I'm just going to be grateful because the last couple of days have shown me that whenever I just kind of let go of whatever it is that I'm holding on to, whatever it is that I need, or that I feel like I have anxiety about, comes to me. So I stay in an attitude of gratitude. And so let me explain what that is. So pen and paper, because this is better. So the attitude of gratitude is important to have, because gratitude is a feeling that creates a vibration. I just said that earlier. So gratitude stems from love. All right. So so that's a high vibration frequency. Those are high vibration feelings. So when you are grateful, that's showing appreciation and love, you're going to vibrate higher at a higher rate. Versus if you are ungrateful, it is a repellent. So you have to, and being ungrateful does not necessarily mean that you think you may say things that are ungrateful. And we have to be careful with that, because I think that is more powerful than the thought of of gratitude, of not being grateful. And a lot of people get those two things confused. So you can say, "Oh yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I appreciate. And I'm so grateful, and I have, and I'm so appreciative, and I couldn't." But in the same sense, it's if you complain that it's never enough, if you complain of lack, if you complain of, if you follow, I'm grateful, but if you follow up with a but, there's some level of discontentment there. There's some level of energy that is not vibing with the words that you're saying at your mouth, and you are not truly feeling what the words that you're saying. So you're saying you're grateful, but you're not really grateful, because your actions and your attitude is still saying, but I need more. So what I realized, because I'm guilty of this too, and trust and believe me, anything that I say, anything that I'm talking about, is because that I'm talking to myself usually. And I say we because we're all connected. So um, at some point, I realized that even if though I was expressing gratitude, I was feeling as though it still wasn't enough. I was feeling as though, well, why do I have less? Well, I'm great. Thank you, but why he got more than me? Thank you, but why they got more on their plate than I do? Thank you, but why their bank account bigger than mine? Thank you, but why their teeth straighter than mine? Thank you, but why their hair longer than mine? Thank you, but why their house bigger than mine? Thank you, but why their car better than mine? Thank you, but why their kids better than mine? Thank you, but are you grateful for what you have? Or are you looking at what other people have and comparing what you have to someone else? Your attitude is not one of gratitude. That is an attitude of lack. That is an awareness of what everyone has and not paying attention to what you have. And that's something that we do that in so many areas, but I'm going to stick with the gratitude, because I think that that's something that we can easily identify when we see somebody who has something that we think that we should have, or we want. We suddenly become ungrateful Even though we said thank you, we become ungrateful for what we have because what it is, whatever they have, is looks better or whatever, whatever. I don't know. So examine that in your mind. Are you living your life comparing what other people are doing and having, but still saying that you're grateful? Is that really an attitude of gratitude, or are you just speaking the words because you think they sound good? Or are you just speaking the words because they make you feel good because you think you're doing the right thing by saying, I'm grateful? We got to get the attitude of gratitude. We got to get the attitude of gratitude. All right. All right. She said, that's true. T. That but needs to be replaced with a. That's right. With a period. That's that what it is. With a period. That's right. No buts. Just period. I am grateful. Period. 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 All right. They may have a better car, but he's teaching you to be a better driver. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. So don't always look at that because you never know what may be in your destiny. You never know. You may want that car, but God may have a whole fleet for you. So I'll just say that you compared to what somebody else got, but you don't. What you got, what's in store for you, is a whole lot greater than what they got. But I'm just saying, attitude of gratitude. What is an attitude of gratitude? Attitude of gratitude is appreciating every single moment, every single second, every single atom and molecule of whatever it is, knowing that it all serves a purpose. It is all in divine order. All of these things. If you can just be grateful for the fact that the universe is working as it should, come on, let's be grateful for that. If you can't find something in your media life, I'm going to give you that one. I'm going to give you that. If you don't have something immediately that you can see, I implore you, I'm going to share this with you. You can have this one. If you can't find something that you are personally grateful for, be grateful that the universe is working just as it should. Because it's always working in your favor, but you should know that, okay? But just know it's always working as it should. All right. All right. Oh, that's that shifting attitude. Yes, yes, yes. Turn it around. That's right. It is undefiable. I'm guilty of doing that. Okay. Well, I think we are guilty of doing some sort of some form of that lack of fully understanding. That's why a lot of people, including myself, can know about the secret, can know things. They know that I can say I'm grateful. I can do these things. I can do this. They do all of the steps that people tell you to do, but they don't adopt the attitude. Like I said, they could write it down, but then they could write it down and they could speak it. But then as soon as they walk outside and see somebody else or something, then they'd be like, "Damn, what happened to you just being grateful for everything? Be grateful for everything that you have." That you have, and be grateful for what other, and see so understanding that everything has its place, okay, and that there's enough for everyone. If you understand that there's enough for everyone, then you can always be grateful for what you have, and knowing that you can always have more. You don't have to not be grateful because somebody has more than you. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say because I can go on and on and on for that. Okay, so all right. So now, how do we maintain an attitude of gratitude? Because I explained what it is. The attitude of gratitude is being grateful for really genuinely being grateful for what you have, having that feeling that it doesn't really matter. Like I'm really grateful. Like that is And the best way to do that too, just FYI, is to go out in nature and appreciate small things like get quiet and look at the leaves and just appreciate how the wind blows. Appreciate how the birds chirp. Appreciate how, like, if you close your eyes, that you can hear all the different sounds. Like, that's phenomenal. Those types of things you can do to increase your attitude of gratitude. Those are some of the ways that you can do that. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. I like it, y'all. All right. Okay. So, what else we got here? All right. I'm going to go back to some more of my sponsors. I would like to give a shout out to CourtlandJones.com, and they are a publishing company, and they're doing some great things. He's actually my book coach, so I'm working on a book. As you guys know, it's called Do the Work, Keep the Faith. I have been working on that a lot, and actually, one of the sections in the book is about attitude. Okay, attitude, and so this attitude of gratitude is definitely a key component in my book. And so in the book, I show you how to do the work on yourself, okay, and to keep the faith. And that process is something that people don't really talk about. People say you gotta have faith and things like that sort. But I come from a very, very different perspective. I come from the fact of how the mind works, and faith is not in your traditional religious sense. Okay, it's more in the more spiritual sense of um, believing that you're here for a bigger purpose, believing that you are here to do more. You know what I'm saying? Believing that you are great. That's the type of faith I'm talking about. It's a faith in yourself, faith in the process, faith in our universe. So it's great. I appreciate you. If you would like more information about that, make sure you just reach on out to me and I will definitely let you know that. So shout out to CourtlandJones.com for helping me make that vision visible and helping me work through those thoughts and things like that as working on my book. So shout out to them. And of course, Black Women Connected Communities is the organization that I'm with. Shout out to all of the ladies over there at Black Women Connecting Communities. You can follow us on Instagram at BLK Women CC. You can also visit the website at blkwomencc.com. There's the blog. There's so many different things on there. We can catch some of our old podcasts that I'm co-hosting on there with some of the other ladies. So it's definitely a great time for them. I'm grateful for the sisterhood that I have that has developed from Black Women Connected Communities. So shout out to the founder, Carib, for doing what she does best, which is bringing people together and with for a cause to give back to the community. So Black Women Connected Communities, make sure you check them out. All right, all right, all right, all right, y'all. So before we finish this up, I do want to give you some really good tidbits about um, our topic today, which is attitude of gratitude. Okay, so what I'm going to give you is something I was learning today because I do a lot of studying, and what we realize is sometimes we spend way too much time focusing on what we do not want and way too little time on what we actually want and having a sense of gratitude for what we already have. Okay. And when it comes down to it, we are all driven by emotions, right? And a lot of times, the emotion of insecurity is what leaves us like in this thing. We can't feel, sometimes we don't feel grateful because we're not comfortable. We're insecure. We don't feel that we have everything that we need right now. So beyond the attitude of gratitude really is something that can sustain you. And the truth of the matter is, it has sustained me. I have not been, and let me be careful when I say this, I have not had extreme need in months. We all need help. Things get low. I am an entrepreneur. I live in uncertainty. Okay, this is what I do for a living. I do this. I do podcasting. I do shoots. I do graphics. And this is what I do. I don't have a job, quote unquote. Okay, I live in uncertainty. I know not when my next dollar is going to come. I know not how my next day is going to go week to week. I live in uncertainty, but I live in gratitude, knowing that, again, what did I give you guys? That the universe is always working in my favor, and that it's always working as I should, and that I am doing what I need to do in order to produce results in my life. Okay? All right. So I am grateful for all the lessons that I have learned throughout the years in my entrepreneurial experience, because it has been some ups and downs. I am truly grateful for each one of them, because they have taught me something that I've been able to carry on into the next level. And I have literally seen the growth. Like, I can go back and do this one of these things. I can look back and see where I've come from. I can see the progress that I've made. I can see how, when I felt like this, or when I tried to hold on to this, or when I tried to do things like this, that they didn't work out for me. And so I made shifts. I grew, I adjusted. I'm grateful for all of that. There's been times where I've made some bad investments. There's been some times that I made some bad decisions. I'm grateful for all of that. And truly grateful, because I have an understanding and an awareness that there's nothing happens by mistake, nothing happens by happenstance, nothing happens to me, and everything happens for me. So I'm grateful for all the things that have happened. Can we see that? Can we understand that things don't happen to us? Things happen for us. The universe is working in our favor. We, if we appreciate what the universe is doing, it'll continue to work in our favor. If we are unappreciative, if we say, universe, I ain't like that, what you had done for me, I didn't like it. Guess what they're gonna do? And I'm like, well, I ain't giving you now. Well, I don't know. You confused. You know, you can't really confuse the universe, but the universe is like, I don't have time for that. It's got to work too hard. It's going to think that you just, you prefer to have these things because this is what you choose to focus on. You choose to focus on what didn't go right versus what did go right. You choose to focus on what went wrong instead of saying, evaluating, okay, this is what happened. Thank you so much for the lesson I learned, and move on to the next thing. You say, well, you wallow in the muck. You wallow in the indecision. You wallow in the sorrow. And we don't wallow. We don't wallow. We don't wallow. What Tay said? Tay said, here's to self-esteem. Lack thereof it makes it so hard. Yes. 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 Self-esteem is key. That's a good one. Mm. Self-esteem. And she said, no coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. Nothing happens. Nothing happens by coincidence. Your birth wasn't a coincidence. Now we might have a conversation about, your parents choosing. That's their decision. So that's all of that. But your creation is not a coincidence. It's not a mistake. It's not a happenstance. It was designed. As a matter of fact, and we're going to have conversations about this later, we are designed as humans. We all have our own special designs, and so that's why we have to understand that each one of our experiences are special and unique, and we have to appreciate that. We have to appreciate that. You have to adopt your own personal attitude of gratitude so that you can develop and understand what's so special for you. All right. And another lesson we're going to do before we get too far into this. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. It's almost, the time goes by really fast. Time goes fast. One last sponsor. We're gonna give a shout out to Sharon Lee on the Run. Was a podcast that comes on every Friday at noon, and you can follow Sharon Lee on the Run on YouTube and on Facebook. I am behind the scenes engineer for that particular show. That has been a great show as well. Make sure you tune into that if you have the time, and I'll share some of the links there as well. Yeah, I'm doing so many different things. It's just it's amazing. So I'm gonna close. I want to close out today's show um, and do my homework for the Thrive Time to Thrive challenge. So I told you guys that I was part of the Time to Thrive challenge, and we have homework. And I'm gonna do this because I want you guys to participate. I'm trying to hold myself accountable, and we can all be accountable together. Y'all can hold me accountable while I'm here. All right? All right. And the goal is to be transparent. I'm working on my transparency. I'm working on just just what the homework probably is. So I'm going to go through this right now with you guys. So um, again, like I said earlier today, I participated along with my girl El Boogie and Carib in the Time to Thrive challenge with Tony Robbins and Dean, and it was phenomenal today. It was phenomenal. I literally jumped off a little bit before this show because I had to make sure that I was ready for y'all. Um, but it was so inspiring, and I gained a lot of knowledge and information. And what it brought up is some really good things that I would like to share with you guys because I think it's important. All right. So the question is, all right, what is one old surviving belief and one new thriving belief that you have about yourself? All right. All right. What is one surviving belief and one thriving belief that you have about yourself? Okay. All right. So, my surviving belief that I have about myself is that I'm good. I'm good. The surviving belief is that, Crystal, you're good. You're good enough. You're smart enough. You can do just enough. You can do just enough to get by, Crystal. You got it. You're good. You can get through anything. Just do enough to get by because you can do just enough to get by. That is my surviving belief. That has been a trend in my life. If I'm being transparent, like I've always realized that I was like good. Like things come to me naturally. They come quick, natural, and that is not to harbor or to brag because that is actually part of my surviving belief. The fact that it's come so easily to me that I don't work hard. And so because I don't work hard, I've been good at a whole lot of things. So the thriving belief now is that, Crystal, you are great. And that any and everything that you put your mind to, you're not just good, you're great. And the fact that everything comes so easily to you means that you have to harness that information and that you have to share it with other people. That's my thriving belief about myself right now. Okay? Okay. So my old belief is that you're good, you're just good. My thriving belief is no, you're better than good, you're great. And then what you have is very valuable and people need to learn and people need to hear it. Okay? Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. And then the next question is, what what would your new thriving belief allow you to do, make, have, achieve, or overcome? And my new thriving belief that I am great and that people have something, that I have something that people need to hear, and that it's easy for me because I'm destined to do great things, will allow me to help other people. And it would allow me to harness all of the natural innate abilities that I have to learn, and my natural ability and desire to share and help other people grow. It would help. It would help in that realm. And when I would not just be keeping it to myself, I would be contributing to society. So that is how my new thriving belief will allow me to have, make, achieve, or overcome. And I want to thank you guys for allowing me to share my homework with you guys and to be transparent here on this screen with you guys, because this that kind of is really deep for me. You know, stuff that I don't share. I might write it in my notebook and I might share it with some close personal people, but that's something I don't necessarily share with everybody, because there was this sense of you have to be, you know, maintain this certain thing, right? You have to maintain that good facade versus just being great in my natural being and all that I am, which is great. All right, so this is your smart video girl, guys. It has been a very awesome show. I want to thank you all for tuning in to the show. Again, if you um, want to follow me, make sure you're going to open to Instagram, and follow me at Smart Video Girl. That's right, Smart Video Girl. And if you would like to be on the show, if you have any guests, if you have a new product, you want to be the new thing, if you have some cool information, anything like that, let me know. Send me an email. Tell them chris@gmail.com. All right. Again, this is Introducing with me, your Smart Video Girl, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And I want to say that I'm so grateful for each and every one of you again for being here, being supportive, mentally, financially, spiritually, physically, with your presence, um, and just emotionally by just encouraging me. I really do appreciate this, and I appreciate you all. And you guys continue to give me the strength and the encouragement and the inspiration to continue to do this and work on this platform. So, with that being said, I do wish you all a great evening. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your Tuesday, rest of your week. It is the beginning of August. I have some pretty cool guests coming on. My friend Turner is going to be on next week. So that's going to be a fun show. You're going to love Tony and Martina. They are all of energy. So make sure you check them out. Black Careful Care product. So they'll be here with me next week. And as always, you guys are the best. I appreciate you. I love you guys. I love y'all. Until next week, I'm your Smart Video Girl. This is Introducing the Podcast, and I'm out.